Good evening, students. So we are going to start the class by discussing and verifying the answers of the home assignment questions that I've given you in my last class of the chapter Young Uncle Goes to Village. Remember one thing, that if your answers quite matches with my answers and are almost same, then you don't have to modify anything. But if you think that your answer doesn't match with me and you need to modify or change it, then only you change in your copy. Otherwise, leave it as it is. If you are 100% sure that it is correct, only the language is different but the meaning is same, then let the answer be like that. But if your answers are different and are wrong, then you change it. So the first question is, who was ancient uncle? So the answer is, ancient uncle was young uncle's great uncle, but most people of the village called him ancient uncle because he was very old. So question number 2 is, where did young uncle long to visit? Young uncle wanted to visit his father's village, where he had spent some memorable summers as school boy. So question number 3, who lived in the ancestral village? Ancient uncle and ancient aunt lived in the ancestral village. Question number 4 was, how old was ancient uncle? Ancient uncle was 88 years old. Now, question number 5 was, why did the children want to go with young uncle? The children wanted to go with young uncle to see their legendary relative ancient uncle, but their mother did not allow them, thinking they would add to more trouble along with young uncle. Now, question number 6 was, who came to visit young uncle? Young uncle's friend Yusuf came to visit young uncle. Question number 7, who was Yusuf? Yusuf was a wildlife expert who could make the most amazing animal noises. Okay, full stop. He always liked to entertain the children. He was young uncle's friend, who was also the in charge of Nilamgiri National Sanctuary. Question number 9 was, why was Yusuf worried about the Nilamgiri National Sanctuary? Nilamgiri National Sanctuary is a small protected forest, one of the last resorts of Indian tiger. However, each forest ranger appointed by Yusuf used to leave the job without informing the reason. Yusuf did not have time to look after the reason, so he was worried about the Nilamgiri National Sanctuary. Okay, understood the answer? This is a 2-mark answer. Last question was, why it was said young uncle plus ancient uncle means even more trouble? It was said that young uncle plus ancient uncle means more trouble because they were often described not being dignified, and the mother believed that the two together would act like children and lead everyone into mischief. So understood the answers? Your last answer might be different than mine, okay, but if the meaning is same, you don't have to change it. Now we'll be moving on to the textual exercises of the book. Get ready with the textual exercises. Number A. Okay, thank you.